Two childhood friends from right here in Western Washington used the pandemic to cross off a bucket list item. Together, they created and published a children's book. It explores the way that families came together and actually had a little fun in quarantine. I talked with author Lacey Heinz and illustrator Hannah Moore. This is a fun book to read with the kids, but it's so clever because it tells the same story through two different perspectives. What inspired you to write this book?
So I have two young kids. Last year I homeschooled and we were just in the thick of quarantine. And I was going to make a gift for my parents and my in-laws, a cute little story, have the kids do some illustrations of what we were doing in quarantine because we missed them. There was a period of time we weren't seeing grandparents. So yeah. I thought it would just be a nice little, here's what we're doing. And then it just snowballed from there.
Lacey, you wrote the book. Hannah, you illustrated the book. And from what I understand, you two have been friends since sixth grade.
Yes.
Yeah.
In college, while Lacey was studying early education, I was studying design and illustration and children's literature. And so it just kind of all meshed together.
I love the illustration. Yes. It's colorful, but also very simple. And I like how sometimes the parents are in black and white and the kids are seeing everything in color. Was that on purpose?
Yes. I wanted to make sure that the kids were in the forefront because it is their story. But there is the subplot of the parents who are experiencing quarantine a little bit differently. While the kids are having lots of fun, are being loud and curious and everything like that, the parents are kind of struggling a little bit, but it's not the forefront, and it's definitely something that the parents will pick up on and enjoy in the book.
We did so many of these things, and apparently these activities in the book were inspired by some of your family's activities?
Yes. So during the whole quarantine, we rode bikes and we made forts. I loved your outside fort, your tent.
We made so many forts outside and inside.
So many forts. Toys are everywhere. My children love to play trains. We have the Brio set. And I don't know, somehow during quarantine, we had more and more pieces that were, I don't know where they came from. They just appeared. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to vacuum around all the toys that are everywhere. And
trains that are everywhere.
Oh, yes. Those are the trains. So everywhere. And then you're stepping on pieces, and my son is into Legos now. So now we've got that mixed in. We made wonderful friends with our Amazon and UPS wonderful workers that were dropping off packages. We waved to them from afar. We have movie night. Things like that really made it special. Some wonderful memories that we are going to take and continue to do and live on. But I hope it makes people smile and remember quarantine as a time of reflection and being together as a family and making those memories. Something as simple as baking cookies together or playing with stuffed animals and going on a bear hunt in your house. Those little things are really going to stand out in your child's memory. And if people want to use this book as a time capsule and write their own little notes, what they did in quarantine, 10 years from now, I'm sure they're going to be high schoolers having to do a report. So it'd be nice to have this little memory or keepsake of, oh, this is what we did in quarantine. And
I think that's a wonderful idea. There's a book that's provided, but you could also write here in the margins as well.
Yes.
And when it does become a precious mistake. I have to bring up, the book is titled We Had Fun in Quarantine, but sadly not everyone did have fun in quarantine. Many suffered. But this title and the book, it's a way to make this time less scary for the kids.
That was a hope, yes, that this would be a great jumping point for a conversation, either in the classroom or if you do have young kids at home, what quarantine looked like. Also, Hannah and I, it was really important for us to give back to the community. Mm-hmm. So some of our proceeds are going to go to No Kid Hungry. It's a wonderful organization that was really working hard during the pandemic, especially when schools were closed down, making sure that even though the kids weren't going to lunch at school, that lunch was still going to them at home. We're just so grateful to be on this journey and keep having fun in quarantine, look on the sunny side, and be kind to each other.
Yeah, and reach out and help those who can't. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Really love talking to the ladies. How did you find them?
So our reporter, Sebastian, visited a pharmacy and the book was right there. And he's like, you've got to do something on this.
I love that.
I love them. They're so great.
See, we really truly are a community news station. I loved so much about what they had to say. I love that they're donating some proceeds because some kids
amazing.
really did suffer. But what resonated with you
I also
most?
love the idea of what you said, writing in the margins on that book,
Yeah.
keeping your own record of what happened during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, because we're in this now, but we're going to look back on this. And this is, I mean, we're living history right now.
We
Like,
really are.
it would be great to even just keep your own little journal and yeah.
I think that's such a great idea. And I really meant it when I said I could write in the margins and do something fun with it and have the kids talk about it. Because yes, there were awful times. And I was talking to my aunt about this morning. Like, I lost hair. We were stressed as parents. But then there was that beautiful moment where we were all together.
Yeah,
as much
you're
as we
spending
could.
that time together. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that book to us, Rebecca.